We're in a unique space right now. There's a lot of AI going on. You can have a business that runs with 10 people feel like it's running with 20. Are you guys in that space as well, already early adapters? Because I feel that's another thing that's happening is that people are really early adapters into this AI world when we talk about systems and back of the house resources and all that. Are you guys in that space?
Yeah, for streamlining some of these processes for sure. And I don't think we've even tapped into it as much as we can, but we definitely will, because it's the way that you can draft the policy. When we first started out, we was writing these policies by hand, looking at this code, writing it by hand, and you taking all day writing 4 or 5 pages for one policy. You type in that request in AI, and there it go, right there. And I mean, they hitting
I
all
love it.
corners. So it's definitely beneficial for you to be able to kind of expedite and use your time better. But at the end of the day, our industry is still hands on. It's still dealing with
Yeah.
people, human beings. So it's always going to be something that AI can't do. And that's, what I'm saying, interact with the people in regards to touching them and actually having a relationship and stuff like that. I know they got
Yeah, I
crazy
agree.
movies out with AI having real people bodies and stuff, but I just don't think it ever be that relational piece.
Now, when it comes to emotion, man, like you just can't take that away, right? Like that human to human talking, even this conversation, while it's great, like this virtual, what does it really feel like in person? That always in person connection and energy is so contagious from someone. Um, Ron, I was talking to James the first time, and he mentioned that you guys are a for-profit with a nonprofit heart. How do you actually walk that line in real life?
I would say we walk that line by just maintaining our core values. Again, our desire to make sure that what we are providing service is exceptional, that the person has a life of quality, so that for profit versus nonprofit really doesn't interfere with the service that we provide. It just really what it does is allow us to not have so much red tape. I mean, when you're nonprofit, and it's a blessing to be a nonprofit, but you gotta maintain records of everything, and this little mic has to have to have a sticker and a label, and this pen has to be identified and stuff like that, and that's great. But we were able to still provide this service in social service without having that nonprofit designation.
I love that. Do you feel, James, that it's helped you guys get into more rooms or maybe stay out of certain rooms just for that for-profit, nonprofit title?
Um, I don't think it's, I don't think it has. It's more restrictive actually in our industry when you're talking about grants, donations, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And people, a lot of these companies have full campaigns on fundraising, and with us being for profit, we're not able to do that. So that's one of the considerations that we have made, and we are creating a foundation. We already got it set up. It's called the Serve Well
I love it.
Foundation, because we got to have that arm where we can get different contributions, different ways to be able to sustain,
Mhm.
because it's still a government business. So there's always opportunities where the government shutdowns may impact us as well. So you got to create other arms where you can support that. So that foundation, the non-for-profit, will actually open more doors and opportunities for resources for the for-profit.
Smart men to start the nonprofit. Like I started to realize as I got into the space, that's why you see a lot of these like celebrities, usually with a nonprofit, because they understand the ways and how money kind of go through. We learning. No one taught us these things. We
Yep.
we having to learn the game in a sense, which is cool. I'm definitely down to learn. I think we the more educated we become, the more we are able to help others. And I think that what I actually just heard today, man. I thought it was pretty good. She Entrepreneurship is a test, and she says without a test, there's no testimony. So we got to
Mm.
go through the test. And I'm like, ooh, come on now, mic drop.
Okay.
And it's right. Like this is what we're going through right now. It is a test. It's a testimony that we also get to tell, man, that you guys continue to scale. And you guys been talking about scaling, man. What's one thing founders, you guys being in the space now for some time, what is one thing founders in social work need to really unlearn if they want to scale impact? 'Cause I think a lot of times people are so stuck in their ways.
Yeah, I think it goes back to what Ron just actually mentioned, that you can have your core values and your integrity behind what you do, why you do, and still make money from it. Simple as that.
What are those values? What are the values you guys live
Mine, at the end of the day, of course, starting off with that integrity.
Hmm.
They you know have the slogan of treating people how you want to be treated, but in our industry, it's treating people how they want to be treated, and keeping that standard, maintaining the standard as long as that it's a quality of life. That's a standard.
Yeah.
We both have connections with people with disabilities. I have a cousin. Ron had a brother that he lost that also had a disability. So that integrity behind the service, like we're not doing this because you want the money or whatever the case may be. I feel like we are called to this certain group of people, and the standards have to be quality. It has to be integrity. I want people to walk away knowing that their loved ones are protected and safe and in good hands when they leave them in our care. And if you don't have that mentality and you are part of our team, then you have to be gone. Those core values are there, that we are taking care of and protecting first off God's children and then other people's loved ones.
Love it. You want to add on any values, Ron?
So things that I live by: quality. Anything that you're gonna do, have quality to it. We're in this space of serving, like James said, souls, not just any other industry. These are people. These are somebody's mama's child, And so, what quality are you going to bring to this environment, and what does quality look like? And so, for somebody getting into entrepreneurship, have quality in what you do. Have perseverance in what you do. There's going to be times, like I said, I took that leap of faith, and although James said he had it going for a year, when I came, trust and believe, I wasn't making the money I was making as an assistant director of social services. I was not. I had to struggle a little bit, but we persevered. We knew that if we kept on working and kept on putting foot to the pavement, that we would get to where we wanted to be eventually. And so we persevered through ups and downs. And even now, there's always things, trials that's going to try to stop you. But how do you persevere through those things? How do you push forward through those things? That's what I would tell people to do.